Craig, the game finally upon us then after a long, long wait. How difficult has it been for you as a group to sort of get your heads around what's been going on?
Not really. We've known for a while now that this was going to be the date, and we just had to adapt. There was no way the game could have been played before. Thankfully, the situation has allowed the game to go ahead now, and it's just for us. It's about a game of football and preparing the best we can to go out there and try and win.
You've had a long, very successful career at the top level, but is it fair to say that the scrutiny, the focus, the pressures around this game are a bit unique?
Yeah, but I think being away with the squad helps that. We're kind of shielded from everything that's going on the outside, and we just prepare like any other game that we have done. Sort of right throughout Steve Clarke's reign here, we get together, we get organised, and we put a game plan in place and try and carry it out.
How much are you aware, though, that the eyes of not just the footballing world will be on you and the squad tomorrow night?
Yeah, but it doesn't change anything from our point of view. It's still a football match. It's 11v11, and no matter what's going on out with that, it's about us sticking together and putting our game plan in place and making sure we do what we can. If we do that, then we're confident we've got enough ability in the team to win the match, although it's going to be a very difficult one.
From people on the outside, it would feel difficult to do that, but for you as players, is it something that automatically clicks in once you step out onto that field?
Yeah, absolutely. We've been here, guys have been training since their leagues have stopped. Everything's been geared towards this game and trying to get through it, and that's no different. Whatever other outside factors and what people may think, we're football players. We're trained to go out there and play football, and that's what we'll do.
How difficult is it to assess the form, the fitness even of the opposition for this game, given the obvious of what they've been through?
I think from our point of view, it's about concentrating on ourselves, getting ourselves as fit as possible. Summer football's never easy. People arriving at the end of their seasons and having to go again in such a huge match. So from us, it's about controlling what we can control, and that's our fitness and our tactics, and making sure we get that spot on. I don't think there'll be a huge problem. I think Ukraine have been in a training camp for over a month now, so we are not expecting anything but their very best, and we'll have to be at our best to try and beat them.
From professional football player to professional football player, is it difficult to try and not think about what your fellow pros have been through and what they'll be thinking about come Wednesday?
I think it's probably impossible for us to actually know the full extent of everything that they're going through, that each individual will have a different story, and from us it's impossible to imagine. So I just bring it back to what we have to do, and that is concentrate on a football match. That's what they'll be trying to do. They'll be trying to win the game, and I think it's virtually impossible for us to even realise what they're going through at the moment.
As has already been said, the eyes of the world will be on this game, perhaps more so for obvious reasons again. Were you surprised by the comments of Graeme Souness, who said that he doesn't want Scotland to beat Ukraine?
That's up to him. I do. I want to win the game. He's entitled to his opinion. There'll be a huge Scotland support inside the stadium that will still want us to go out there and win the match. So yeah, everybody's entitled to their own individual opinion, but the 11 players that go out there and also the whole squad and everybody in here wants to win the match and progress to the next stage. So for us, it's full professionalism to think about the job in hand.
You have analysed Ukraine. Craig, how would you compare them to the team you beat in 2007?
I'm pretty sure it'll be a whole different squad. There'll not be a single player the same, except me. So yeah, totally different from that point of view. It's football's moved on. It was a great result at home. Another one of those would be very welcome. Another 3-1 win. But yeah, it's a totally different team in totally different circumstances, and yeah, it'd be nice to get the same result though.
Would you have thought then that 15 years later you would have still been playing in goals for Scotland?
No, not at all. But you know, you just never know in football. I'm still managing to play, still feel good, and yeah, hopefully it lasts for a wee while yet. But yeah, huge game. Good to be playing them again after so long and still be at this level. Hopefully the same result.
8 games unbeaten. Is there a sense of momentum going into this game?
Yeah, well, that's what we had to try and maintain that last camp. We managed to do that, and so bring that form into these games. And yeah, we need to try and keep that going for as long as possible. You know, we can only take one game at a time and try and extend that to 9. That kind of almost goes out the window when you're playing in this kind of playoff atmosphere where, you know, every game's so important. You have to win to progress. So, you know, 8 games leading up to here, we've put ourselves in a good position. But now it's all about this one, and if we can manage to get through that, it'll be all about the next one, and so it goes on. So yeah, full focus on this one. We'll give it our best shot to try and get through.
You talk about form almost going out the window because it's such a big game, but how's the atmosphere on the training ground out there? Is it confidence because of your form, or is it apprehension because the game's so big? How's the mood in the camp?
No, the mood's good. We've got confidence from playing well and from beating good teams. So for us, it's just about controlling our emotions and what we can control out in the park. So yeah, it's been full focus in the camp on everybody getting to this point and ready to play, and yeah, we're ready for it.
There's going to be a huge amount of emotion kind of swirling around Hampden for this match. Take us inside the dressing room. Are you emotionally fueled as a squad inside there? Is that something that drives you before a game, during a game?
Yeah, I think there's also a calmness there as well, and remembering our jobs and what we have to do. So yeah, I think everybody out with will obviously be feeling the enormity of the occasion, but certainly within the dressing room we've got full respect for each other and ready to go out and fight as a group to try and get through this one.
Is there I suppose, does the clarity come then just before kick-off? Is that something that has been key to you guys and the form that you have shown?
Yeah, I think that comes from confidence, from doing well, from knowing what we do works, and having that confidence in each other, that everybody within the squad can go in there and do a good job. It's not just been 11 players, it's been a huge number of players that have all stepped in at different times to make sure we've continued this run, and we're in a good place, and we take confidence from that to go into this game and know that we have got the quality to win it.
I said you've had quite good consistency with the lineups. There's only really Kieran Tierney. I know Nathan Patterson's in the squad, but coming back from injury, how much has that consistency of selection been able to kind of build that momentum?
Yeah, the squad has stayed relatively the same. There's been a few sort of younger ones breaking in, and that's great to see as well. But we have been together for a while now, and I say everybody's contributed at different times. We've had like 3 and 4 game camps where we've had to change the squad round in the starting 11, and everybody's managed to come in and play their part. So everybody knows that they're valued here and that we are together as one group. I think hopefully that'll show over the next week or so.